Hello again. So let's start our next lesson, lesson 3. So this is a continuation of lesson 2, different types of genres of written discourse. So let's get started. In the previous lesson, we took an example of a little example of the genres. So today we're going to learn it in detail. What are they and what their purpose, generic structure, and dominant language features. So let's start. The first is narrative. So this is a type of genre, and its purpose is to amuse and entertain the readers and to tell a story. So if you look at the generic structure of narrative types of genre, so you can see the four order: orientation, complication, resolution, and reorientation. And in dominant language features, you can see using past tense, using action verbs, chronologically arranged. So how you can just now, so this is narrative genre types of text. So you will always just follow the structure. Just first of all, you should know what the purpose of the text, so then you can easily analyze the generic structure. For example, in narrative types of text, you can find orientation, complication, resolution, and reorientation. And in language features, you can find past tense, action verbs, or the chronologically arranged events one by one. For example, the prince came and blah blah blah. So, and the next genre is recount types of text. So the purpose is to retell something. So retell something that happened in the past and to tell a series of past events. So you can say some fairy tales, or some stories, something else like that. And in generic structure, you can find orientation, events, and reorientation. And in dominant language features, you can see past tense, action verbs, and using adjectives. So these kind of things can be found in these types of genre in recount. And next genre is descriptive. So in this, the purpose of descriptive text is to describe a particular person, place, or thing in detail. So its generic structure have only two division, so identification and description. And in dominant language features, you can find using simple present tense, using action verbs, using adverbs, using special technical terms. In descriptive types of text, you can find, for example, if you take an example that advertisements, we can just take an example of descriptive types text, because when you see the advertisement, something usually firstly will be identified, for example, what it is, for example. So then it can be described, what is this? And in advertisement, you can find using simple present tense, action verbs, adverb, and some special technical terms. So let's move on. The next genre is report. So the purpose of this genre is to present information about something as it is. So you should pay attention, decide as it is, the same. So in generic structure, you can find general classification and description. Introducing group of general aspects and using conditional and the logical connection, using simple present tense, and etc. So this is the types of genre is report. And The next types of text is explanation, as its name. You can just guess the purpose. The purpose is to explain the processes involved in the formation or working of natural or sociocultural phenomena. So in general structure of explanation types of text, it has general statement, explanation, and closing. So in language feature, you can see using simple present tense, using action verbs, using passive voice, using noun phrases, adverbial phrases, technical terms, general and abstract nouns, and also using conjunction of time and cause and effect. So this is the explanation types of text. You can find these statements while you are just reading the text. The next genre is analytical exposition. So exposition is divided into two, analytical and hortatory. So this is the first types of exposition genre. And the purpose of this text is to reveal the readers that something is an important case, and the structure is the first thesis, arguments, reiteration, you can say conclusion. So in dominant language features, you can find using modals, action verbs, thinking verbs, adverbs, adjectives, technical terms, general and abstract nouns, and using connectives and transitions. So analytical exposition can be some essays, academic essays, and you can just consider this all. So the next types of genre is, we mentioned, hortatory exposition, the next types of exposition. So this is also types of genre. So you can see in columns recommendation, or you can say. So the purpose is to persuade the readers that something should or shouldn't be the case or be done. So the structure is thesis, arguments, and recommendation. And in language features, you can find simple present tense, modal verbs, action verbs, thinking verbs, adverbs, adjectives, technical terms, general and abstract nouns, and the using connectives and transitions as well. So in these types of genre, you can say recommendation letters or cover letters you can find as a real example of hortatory exposition. The next types of genre is procedure. So this is also one type of genre and text type. The purpose of this genre is to help readers how to do or make something completely. So the structure is goal or aim, materials or equipments, and steps and methods. So in these types of text you can find present simple tense, imperatives, adverbs, and technical terms. For example, for procedure genre, we can take an example of instructions. Before using some technical items, it has always an instruction, and the instruction, it will be explained one by one what should be done or not. So this is called procedure. And next genre is discussion. So this is also types of genre or text type. So the purpose of discussion is to present information and opinions about issues in more one side of an issue, for pros and against cons, you can say. The structure is, the first is issue, arguments for and against, and conclusion. And in using language features, you can find using simple present tense, use of relating verb to be, and the using thinking verbs, I think, you think, consider, etc. And general and abstract noun, using conjunction, transition, using modality, and adverb of manner. So for discussion types of genre, we can take an example of problem solution essays, or for and against, or advantages or disadvantages, like this. The next types of text is review. So is its name, you can say the purpose of this types of genre is to critique or evaluate an art work or event for a public audience. So the structure is orientation, evaluation, interpretative recount, evaluation, and evaluative summation. So in language features, you can find focus on specific participants using adjectives, using long and complex clauses, using metaphor. And the next genre is anecdote. So as its name, you can guess that it can be joke or something else. Yes, you're right. So anecdotes, the purpose of anecdote is to share with others an account of an unusual or amusing incidents, for example. And its structure is abstract, orientation, crisis, and reaction, and coda. So in language features, you can find using exclamations, rhetorical questions, or intensifiers, using material process, or using temporal conjunctions like as, after, as soon as, at first, at once, before, finally, just, meanwhile, next, now, that, things then. And next is spoof, the types of genre. And the purpose of this genre is to tell an event with a humorous twist and entertain the readers. So it has orientation, events, and twist in structure. So in using language features, using past tense, action verb, adverb, and chronologically arranged. So news item. So this is also one type of genre. In news item, the purpose is to inform readers about events of the day which are considered newsworthy or important. Newsworthy events, like the structure is newsworthy events, background events, and sources. The language features are short, telegraphic information about story captured in headline, using action verbs, using saying adverbs, using adverbs like time, place, and manner, and etc. So these are types of genre, and we have seen it one by one. So why should we use genre to analyze the discourse? So as we mentioned before, discourse unlimited, but genre has a limitation because the types of genres can make it in limitation. How do we analyze discourse through genre? Like this. First, analyzing discourse, it means analyzing genre. While you are analyzing genre, you always follow the characteristics like language features and structure and the purpose. So discourse is neither absolutely homogeneous nor absolutely heterogeneous. So in the previous lesson, I just recommended you to find the meaning of homogeneous and heterogeneous. Now just you see that homogeneous, it means it's an adjective, and also like homogeneous, consisting of parts or people which are similar to each other or are often of the same type. Heterogeneous is the opposite of homogeneous. It's an it's an formal word consisting of parts or things that are very different from each other. So thank you very much. I think you have liked this lesson too. The lesson is over. Bye.